Good day everyone, welcome again to today's tutorial. So the materials you'll be needing for this particular bag is you'll be needing your chain, quarter of a yard. You'll be needing your pin, your ring, ring. You'll be needing your magnet pin, and then you'll be needing eyelets. You'll be needing eyelets, a matching thread. You'll be needing ruler, a marker or a biro, whichever one you have, which of the two. So the measurement we'll be needing for this bag is 6. The measurement we'll be needing for this bag is 6 by 8. 8 is going to be the width of the bag, while 6 is the height. 6 by 8. You come here, you measure your 8 too. Bring it here again. Measure your 6. Your 6. Then join the lines together. We'll be needing 2 of these, so I will quickly chalk the other one as well. We'll be needing 2. This is the main body, so we'll be needing 2 of this. So this is another 6. We're taking our 8 on this side, 8 here by 6. 6. You bring it down, you measure your 8 from this angle. This is it. Then you join it together. Join together and cut. This is our 2 bodies. I will cut and I will show you. Remember it's 2, so you cut it here. So what you do, remember this is our 8 by 6. 8 is the width, while 6 is the height. So you come to this angle, you take your ½ inch. You take ½ inch here, come to this other side too, you take your ½ inch. Then you make a slant rule. You're not bringing it to this end, it will vanish at this side. You bring it here, rule it straight, let it vanish at this point. Come to this side, do the same thing, take it from that ½ inch and let it vanish. ½ inch, let it vanish at a point. Then you cut it out, you cut it away. So when you are done cutting the half inch away, you take a round object, place here at the down part to shape it. You are making a slight curve, so you slice it, you curve it a little, just a little. You see, you come to this other side as well, you curve it a little bit, you cut it out. You cut it out, make sure it is curved. You see, so repeat the same process on this to the second part. The same process what you've done here to the other part. Thank you. So when you are done with these 2 sides, when you've shaped the side, the main side, the next thing you are going to cut is this outer pocket. This outer pocket and the flap. This is flap. So the measurement for this outer pocket is going to be 7 by 4.5. The width will be 7, while the length will be 4.5. So let us cut it out. So we put our 4.5 here, our 4.5 here by 7, 4.5 by 7, 4.5. Make sure your measurements are all straight. If they are not straight, your bag will not give you the exact shape. So you join the line, you join the lines together, then you cut it out. You cut. When you are done cutting, the next thing that you do to this outer pocket, you take in half an inch here too. You take in half an inch here, half an inch here as well. You curve it, you bring it down, let it vanish at a point. Use your ruler to do this, please. Let it vanish at a point. Do the same thing to this other side. Let it vanish. You trim it out. When you are done with that, you shape the extreme end, just like we did to the main body. You look for a round object, place it just a little bit, and make a curve rule to the both side, just like we did to the main body. You cut it out, cut it out, cut it out. So this is our outer pocket. This is our outer pocket. The next thing to cut is the flap. This flap. So the measurement for it is 5.5 by 5. 5.5 by 5. Let us cut. 5.5 by 5. So let's take our 5.5 this way. Our 5.5 this way. The 5.5 will be the length, while the 5 will be the width. 5.5 by 5. 5.5 by 5. Also join the lines together. So you cut it out. When you are done cutting, you are going to shape just one end here. Remember, 5.5 is our length. Is the length like this, while this side like this is the width. So we are going to shape along the 5.5. Just bring back your round shape or round object, place it at this end, and draw a curve line. Make the curve a little bit bold than the main body one that we did. A little bit bold. So this is it. You can see the line. You cut it out. This is the flap. Remember, we've cut the both side, the main side that to be 2. We've cut the outer pocket, we've cut the flap. The remaining thing we are left to cut is the side that join the 2 bodies together. So what you will do to get this side is you will take the main part of your bag, the one you've shaped. Remember, you shaped the bag, the one you've shaped. Then you place your tape rule like this. You measure it all round. You measure it from this end all the way here to this end. You measure it like this, all the way up here. So what I'm having here, I'm having 19 and a half. So because it is a two-face leather, it's stretch at times, so I will just cut that 19 and a half exactly. At the end of the day, I will have excess that I will trim out. So for now, we'll cut 19 and a half. That will be the length. Then the width, that depend on you, how wide you want the bag to be. For me, I'm going to use 3 and a half for this particular bag. So we're going to cut 3 and a half by 19 and a half. 19 and a half by 3 and a half. 3 and a half by 19 and a half. Okay, I'm using a small ruler, so I'll need to take my 3 and a half at this middle as well. So now you join the lines together. So this is the side or the part that join the two bodies together. So this is the side. These are the two main bodies. This is the outer pocket, and this is our flap. So the only thing we are left to cut is this rope, is the long rope. So what you will do is, you cut, you just take 1 inch, and cut all this length all the way down. Just take 1 inch, just 1 inch of it. This is it, just 1 inch along all the way down the whole length of the leather, 1 inch, and cut it out. This is it. So we are done with the cutting. So we are now in the sewing aspect. Remember, we have our two bodies, we have our two main bodies, then we have the outer pocket, the flap, the side that join the two bodies together, and the long strap. So the first thing to do is we'll sew our the outer pocket to one main body. So what you do is you take the middle of the main body, fold into two, and chalk out the middle. You take the outer pocket as well, fold into two, and chalk the middle. So you place it middle to middle, giving a little bit of space at the downside. So you give about ½ inch at this downside before you do your sewing. Then you take the sewing from this end all the way down. You sew it gently, making sure that your middle is still on the middle part of the main body. So this is our pocket to the main body. So after joining the outer pockets to the body, the next thing you will do is you join this body that join the two sides together. You join it to this one. So you start like this, bring this one, turn it to the wrong side, bring this one, the wrong face of this, and place it like this. That is, you are having your wrong side to wrong side. Then make sure the end of this is touching the edge of this one as well. Then you sew it all the way down. Sew it all the way down. I will do that and I will show you. Just sew it all through. You don't need to rush at this side, so you have a neatly and straight seam. So sew it all the way down. Like I've told you during the cutting video, that at the end of the day you have excess. So what you do now, you trim the excess out. You trim it out. So bring it like this, fold this edge. You see that this one is a little bit, it's moved in than this. So you do the same thing to this other side. Trim it and have it at the same line. So after joining the body, the side I mean, to this body, the next operation to do is to fix our eyelets. But because of people that complain of how will they fix it with their ordinary hand, if you have a punch, you can use it. But for the sake of those people, I will be using my blade to cut out the space for this eyelet. So what you will do, so you take this side with this body, you place it together. We are punching, or we are creating hole here. So you hold it together, then you place your eyelet here, like here. Place it here and then rule. Let it be inside, not outside the eyelets. Rule it inside. Then when you are done with that, bring in your blade and cut out what you've ruled. Create more expansion at this other side. Then you fix your eyelet. Let your eyelet be from this side. So you fix your eyelet to it. Don't forget that we create hole on this both, on the two leather. So we are fixing it, holding the two sides of the leather together. So once you pushed it in like this, you turn it to this other side. Make sure it is properly fixed. Use your scissors to push the leather in. Then the eyelet have or has a cap or a cover. You place it. If you don't have a knife, you can equally use your scissors to cut, to create little cutting. You cut and you like slip it to cover this plate, the eyelet plate. You do that. I'm going to use my knife, but if you don't have a knife, use your scissors. So you create little cuts. as you cut, try to push it backward. Let it slip on the eyelet plate or cover. So when you are done with that, use your hammer to smoothen the rough surface, or else it will cut your hand. Use your hammer or anything that is strong to smoothen it. So like this, you have a smooth surface. Repeat this same process to this side. This same process, do the same thing to this side. So I will do that and come back and show you. So after fixing the two eyelets to this side, the next thing to do is you are still going to punch here, this side, and here for the long handle, for the strap, this strap. So we need this pin here again. So what you will do, you can just come down with 1.5. Take 1.5. Remember, the width of this side is 3.5 that day, so you take the middle of 3.5. So you just fold your tape rule into 2 like this. I'm even already on the half, so this is just the half, which is 1.75. Come to this side as well, take your 1.5 and take the middle of 3.5, which is 1.75, rightly on the side as well. So bring your eyelet as well, place it, create a mark from the inside, not from the outside, because you need to use exact force to push in this eyelet. If it's too loose, it will be coming out by itself. So do the marking from the inside and cut on the marking alone only, So bring your blade as well, cut the marking. I'm doing this with blade for the sake of the people that don't know how to fix it. So if you have your punch, it makes it a whole lot easy. When you create your hole, you fix your eyelet, fix it, push the leather in, bring the cap, create your cutting like the other one that we did. I'll do this one and do the other side, and I'll come back to show you. The same process you use for this side is still the same thing you are going to do here. So I'll do my own now and come back and show you. So we fixed our eyelets. You can see this is it. So far we have 4 eyelets on this bag. We have one here, this side, and this other side. The next thing to do is to fix our flap to this other body. So what you will do also is you fold this together to get the middle. This is the upper part of this body. Remember the other one, we fold the down part, but here you are folding the upper part to get the middle. You fold it into 2 and take your middle. You come back to your flap, you fold it as well into 2, fold it this way, take your middle at the wrong side, then you place it like this, right to right, right to right, letting the middle touching each other. Then you sew it all the way down. So when you are done with it, you flip it like this and run another stitch. The purpose of this is to conceal these rough edges here. So you flip it and then run another stitch on it, so it will be able to flap very well at the same time to conceal these sewing edges. make sure your sewing here is straight so that you won't have a bent bag at the end of the day. So we have fixed our flap. We fixed it. So after fixing your flap to this other part, the next thing to do is to join this body to it. So what you will do, you take this where you have your pocket fixed to, you take it, then now you are sewing on the right side, which means you are having wrong side of the leather touching the wrong side of this other leather. Then you place it like this edge, place it on this, and then sew it all the way down. I will start the sewing and then come and show you. Don't forget, right side facing you, while the wrong side facing the wrong side. Then sew on the right side. Take it like that all the way down. So the next thing you will do, you will punch this side as well. Punch this side. The same process you use for this side. So repeat it on this side. Don't forget, you are punching this part with this one together. These two, you are placing it together to fix your eyelet. Punch it together, punch here as well, and fix your eyelet. I will do that and show you. So this is it. I've fixed the other eyelet. This is it. Don't forget, it's holding these two leather together. So the next thing to do, you take your ring, you open it and slot it in or fix it in. Put it through this eyelet to hold this other one. I'll do that and show you. So once you open your ring, you open it like this. Here you will need a plier to do that for you. Then you fix it here, bring it to hold this one, and then you use your plier as well or whatever you have to close the ring. And then fix your chain to it. You can equally fix your chain here before you close it. So this is it. After you fixing your chain, your ring, this is it. So the next thing for us to do now is to fix our logo. So after fixing your logo, just pierce and insert the pin, press it down. This is the logo. After doing that, the next thing is to do is to fix our magnet pin. So what we'll do, we don't want this magnet to appear at this side. So what you will do, you cut another, you place it like this. Just place this like this, then just cut this extra leather. Make this edge straight. Determine the middle as well. Put this together. Here is our middle. This together as well. Here is the middle. Then pierce the leather to insert your pin, your magnet pin at this middle side. Put the cap. Then the next thing to do is to place it like this. Remember, this is our middle handle. Here is our middle. Then bring the middle to meet the middle of this. So your magnet is facing the other side. Your magnet is facing the other side, then you sew it all the way round. Let us do that. Don't worry about this excess, just let the middle part touch the middle side. At the end of the day, we'll trim the excess out. Let the middle touch the middle, then sew it all the way around. The purpose of this is to conceal the magnet pin. Now you can trim out the excess. You trim it out. Carefully trim it out. So after trimming it out, this is it. So what you do next is place this other side of the magnet to it, and then determine where you want it to stay here. Make sure it is straight before you press it down. So I am okay like this. Then I'll press it down. By doing that, it will give me the mark of where it is. You can see. So you can quickly chop it out before it fades away. This is it. This is the mark. Then you pierce it. You can use your biro, any sharp object, to pierce it if you don't have this thing that I'm using. Fix it. Place the cap. Cover it. Then our bag is almost ready. This is it. You can see. Here is the chain. The next thing to do now is this, is the strap. So remember we cut out 1 inch with the whole length of the leather. So what you will do now is you fold into two, fold this 1 inch into two, and sew it all the way down. When I'm done with this, I will show you. So this is it. So what you do, you just slot in through here, through this your eyelet pin here, and tie it. Tie it. Make sure it is straight. Cross it to the other side. Do the same thing here. Then a bag is ready. So our bag is ready. So this is it. This chain can be as a design here. It can also use as a means of carrying the bag. Thanks for watching.